in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
That's it. 180. Yo. Check three. Gun.
On first down, Newton. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now it's Brown. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. 53 at the mic. Exit, exit.
They run with Sayers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll cut it out to the... And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Topper. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Ready?
A run. This is Sayers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 1-yard line.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long. Running right, here's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey! In your face.
Throwing on third down, Newton. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone.
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Set up, 8, read. Come on, D.
Now Sayers. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Georgia native, former Bulldog, Justin Houston, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Throwing is Manning. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're kicks away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, Brown trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A gain of 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Alexander. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the toss, this is Jim Brown. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run it here with Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, Newton. He's got Green. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Great. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On first down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A give to Smith out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's caught at the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Manning. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Keep playing.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the carry, here's Smith. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. For touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now Manning to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 27, Newton. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Play action. It's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Newton. Green brings it in. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he goes up top.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now. It's Alexander. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Cam Newton. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Manning. They get it to Sayers on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're running it. Under 10. Under 10. Any weapons. Shoot.
Manning now on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Manning going to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Manning now on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll be a second down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
20.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready. Right here. Check three. 20.
After the run, Newton going to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Finding Green, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Manning. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A run at Sayers, right side. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A first down carry for Smith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Smith. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton, open man is Thielen. It's complete. Newton on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And just shedding it off there. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Greystone, travel. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. If you'll get the boy. Ready?
Manning going to throw here. That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
this is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
happy you got it. Go snatch your skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it, hop at it. Rep for your bro. When your post, you popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, jamming out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just slow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or I'm dead. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Ready, break.
First off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm
90
real.
Wolf.
Stories
Big
treacherous,
River,
I
Big
effortlessly
River.
show them skills. Yeah.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo. X3. 218 chopper. 5. Set, ready, and shoot. Down, 18 Gator. Blue draw Corkers.
Time to bring the base bird.
Going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a
Go
bind in.
set, 10 Tucson. Let's go.
Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Who's watching over here in diamonds? He the only reason why do not get violent. Hey,
Set,
give me
15
patience.
Lonnie.
Swear it don't make sense. Hey, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And on it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I ain't
70
going big.
Indy.
Going big.
All right.
Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, now they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I
Let's
go,
go
they know
now.
the click.
50 plant.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick.
Recon
acting like they know
132
me.
fighter.
Cause
Ready,
I'm
ready.
Going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver.
On the
My
double.
game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy.
Topper,
Cool down,
topper.
let it
Let's go.
Hey, see 'em now, got 'em bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only
Ready, 30 base. Hit it.
but I do not need a sitter. This damn saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no farming. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big,
61 Matchbox
going big.
Lights.
Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit.
Get
They
it.
was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick,
Here we
acting
go.
like they know me. Cause
60
I'm
or.
Time to bring the base bird.
6-6 bullet high. Now. on, set. Leaf river, leaf river. Set. 18 Gator. Protein spill. Fire. Ready, ready. Shoot. Ready? 90 Wolf. We got buck punch. Down. 10 Lobo.
Don't need no scale. I've been on my mind. I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People
On the ready.
see me and can't help
Right up.
themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to
Ready,
find ways
ready,
to
ready.
push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet.
Hey,
hell.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I wear my
Hit
I don't get to take off. The haters get to take off. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever
Go now.
lasts long.
15
I'm always beating
line.
the
15 line.
odds. Taking all these trips, I
Pilot,
had to go
64,
and
get
get a
it.
passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these last for. I just signed a deal and got a really big passport. Still at your mama crib and
Ready?
getting money, you
70,
gotta ask
Indy.
for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my
General West.
situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I
Hey,
would never
rock
make
in.
it. Every
Now.
day these pennies take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when
Let's
the
go.
time
50,
flies.
play.
Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.
Great
I
song,
live
Travis.
every day
Leaf
like I'll
river,
die
leaf
by the
river.
nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time
Here we go,
flies.
here we
Had
go.
so many friends
The
go,
five.
I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my
Come on,
right
set.
mind.
60 Pittsburgh. Shoot. Set. 60. Set. Ready, ready. 18 Gator. X3. 218. Chop. Let's go. Set. Ready. 60 Outlaw. Blue draw Porter. Head up. Down. 90 Wolf. Recon 132 Fighter. Ready, ready. Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Topper, topper. box, right. Hit it. Ready. Six, pull it high. Get it. Go. 18 Gator. Hey, wahoo! Now.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.
Let's go now.
I don't got
10
fears or
2
problems.
stop.
Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. They in the place and we
Protein
back up.
spill.
Running
Leaf
these
rip.
racks up.
Leaf rip.
100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad
ready?
one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm with it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in on down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Lock it, lock, shoot.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any
70,
I just
Indy.
had to let you know. It's the young,
Two-jet bomber,
incredible,
two-jet bomber.
honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it.
Here we go, here we go.
I put it on the line
50,
like I ain't
plant.
selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it.
80
Put
weapons.
my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them skies, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they eyes, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions.
Break.
Daily manifesting on my
Hey,
premonitions.
Orbit.
To keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brain wise, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no
Come on,
competition,
set.
man.
30 base.
Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that
Go,
lane switching,
go.
this is what the game is.
Get ready.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let
60
you know.
Pittsburgh.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ready, ready. 60 oars. General West. Hit it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
Ready up.
Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Get it.
These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
Ready, set.
Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
Sleep them. Sleep them.
I got another cell. He still love me by the cell. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself.
Down.
I could get
60
it by
outlaw.
myself. These I could get it by myself.
Look at me.
I'ma get it
Go,
by myself.
go.
I'ma get it
Blue
either
draw
way.
corker.
I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away.
Five.
Take you through my day to day. Make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my goals on the way.
92.
Gold. I got goals in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
Set. 10 Lobos.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have
Recon,
to check up
132
on myself.
fighter.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
Topper, topper.
Another cell, he still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get
Go
it
now.
by myself.
18
I'ma get
Gator.
it by myself, yeah.
61 Matchbox Light. All right. Ready? 10 Tucson. Hard, hard. Ready, ready.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a
15
timeout.
line,
I'm a
15
star
line.
in the clutch. I'ma shine now. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay
6-6,
strong.
pull it
Super Bowl
high.
rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard.
Let go.
I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Brady
Got it.
balls, yeah, my numbers going up.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze.
Here we go, here we go.
How fit to be the boss,
70,
find out.
Indy,
My
get
team
it.
ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings,
Come on,
I just
set,
wanna play
50,
off.
plant.
Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like
Protein,
Saquon.
Bill.
How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look
Yeah.
like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings,
Ready?
I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like
22
Saquon.
jet bomber, 22 jet
If you ain't
bomber.
no winner, then don't come round. On my way to another
Sleep
city,
them,
it's a
sleep
touchdown.
them.
Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let 'em hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why not?
I saw you in the field, though. Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Trying in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Shoot!
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh! Grace the punt, go! On the double. X3, 218, chopper. Head out.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more
Stand ready. 60 or.
Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I
You
ever
draw
do is top rank.
Corker.
Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear balls.
Ready, ready.
All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semi.
On the ready.
Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did that,
Go.
I'm all. In the Emerald, so I'm better kill them all. Throw one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green.
Down.
Show the whole
80
game what's
Gator,
never been seen.
you're out. Hit it.
Gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up.
Ready, ready.
Gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, go tank.
Chopper, chopper, get it.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat or watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now.
Hey,
Every
echo
woman
down.
now. What state you rock, you looking bleak now. I was homelessly designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew it wasn't true. I know it's true cause you
60
look like the
outlaw.
opposition. Run it up, run
61,
it up. Greatest ever
Matchbox
sums it
Light.
up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Leaf River, Leaf River. Here we go. Fire. Ready.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asked my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you, life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Go now.
I ain't
10 logo.
with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Get shorty, she support, bruh. Living up, never not on my grind. City time, nothing brother better. You will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots.
Read.
Reporting live from the winter side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. But you down the ride, down the tide. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Look it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. I'm so hard on the job. You see that? Oh, my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do?
Here we go. 10 2 stop.
Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings.
What I do?
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great color coupes. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP to lead most valuable. They sweet as attitudes. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I'm ready. Can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my next.
Big chips when I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my hip is real good. We don't get your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Get it. Lace up the shoes, chase W. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W.
Ready. 50 play.
Case on the news.
Now. Set, ready, 30 base. Leak river, leak river.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not
down.
Crash.
60 Pittsburgh. Yo, cheetah.
End zone, watch me.
Celebrate.
I copy. I do my dance. Jump in the dance. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
I do what I want. They do what they can.
Shoot.
Got it on. Smash. Put it on gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
18 games.
Dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on the track when they tackle like damages. They react to play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly, what you do on the annual. MVP,
60 outlaw.
Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years blessed, years of glory. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.
Ready up.
I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me, celebrate, I copy. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I
go now. 90
I do what I want. They do what they